Sunday, September 29th, around noon, and this time will never be repeated again. And you chose to be here with me. I'm really honored for that. And sorry for this. My intention is to make it really worth it, okay? So use this time, this next hour, go deep, and let's awaken the DNA. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Sitara. I am a meditation teacher, a spiritual guide, a breathwork trauma coach, an Osho therapist, a theta healing instructor, but above all of these titles, I am a student of life. I was that kind of kid that was always asking deep questions. Who am I? Where do we come from? Why? And in my house, they didn't answer those deep questions. So my father gave me one of the best gifts that I had in my whole life, which was a box full of books, with all books of all religions, all traditions, philosophies, with all the weird titles, he said. And that's where I started to be a student of life and started researching. And when books didn't answer my questions anymore, I went to the land of seekers, which was India. And I stayed there for many, many years. I had the privilege of sitting in satsang with Dalai Lama, with Osho, with Sadhguru, with all enlightened masters. And then my pursuit became enlightenment. And what I'm going to bring today to you is what I call now the new enlightenment, which is the DNA awakening. So are you guys ready to awaken your DNA? Let's see how this works. Brad, help me out here. Okay. So the DNA is what we know. It's a blueprint. It's the manual of instructions, the one that gives us the color of our skin, the color of our eyes. It's what really gives us the formation of who we are. There's a whole study about how the environment, how the stress, the emotions affects the DNA. That's called the epigenetics. So there's a whole study about that. DNA, it's made of 4 elements, the carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. But the interesting part is how hydrogen bond, it's very easily modified. So how we modify that hydrogen bond is with thoughts, with frequencies. Those elements have particles, and those particles have energy. So it might seem that our body is like full of mass, but we are full energy. So the more we rise our frequency, our vibration, the more our DNA gets expanded, right? So let's say that enlightenment, which is the highest vibration of all, it's 750. It's an expansive energy. So when we're meditating, where we're in that moment of enlightenment, we have that expansive energy. Joy is also expansive. It's 540. We also have anger, which is contractive, and it's 150. So the higher the energies they are, the more expansive they are, the more we can modify those hydrogen bonds. And in the DNA, the interesting part is the amino acid codes. That's actually what's being modified, and that's what makes the part that it's dormant and the part that it's awake. So what makes the difference of that dormant DNA, you know that they say that the dormant DNA is rubbish, that it's garbage, that doesn't serve for anything. I came to the conclusion that it's a difference between love and fear. So when we are vibrating in love, those amino acid codes in our DNA, those expansive energies, those frequencies make it more expansive. We are activating our DNA. So the first thing we're going to do for this experience is rise our vibration. I don't want you to think about it too much, but we're going to do an experiment. This is one of the meditations of my book. It's called Shake to Rebirth. And I'm going to give you 5 minutes, 300 seconds, which is nothing compared to the whole day. And I want you to really go deep there. I want you to stand up, leave everything behind. You don't need to close your eyes. You can put your gaze down or just your eyes open, whatever feels best for you. But what I would like you to ask is that you really go deep into it. You have 300 seconds to change your vibration, and it's in your hands how deep you want to do it. So we are going to shake. Okay, Brad? Give me the beat. And when you shake your body. I know that you're going to be thinking, okay, I'm going to be shaking. I want you to forget the shaker and become the shake, okay? So close your eyes if you feel it and start shaking. I want you to shake this morning. Shake this last week. Shake, 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 shake all of the calls that you have this week. Shake any emotions that you were stored. Shake your head. You can't think if you're shaking your head. Shake it, shake it. Shake the stress. Shake the worry. Shake the anxiety, the sadness. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your shoulders. Shake, 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 shake. Say your solar plexus. Shake your fingers. Shake your head. Shake your tongue. Shake, 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 shake. Use the time. Do it. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your knees. Shake your heart. Shake any concern that you might be carrying. Shake it. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your shoulders. We carry so much. Just shake it, shake it, shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Don't think about it. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your feet, shake your hands, shake your shoulders. Shake the sadness. Shake the grief. Shake the anger. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your lower back. Shake it out. Go a deep layer. Go, shake, 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 shake. Keep shaking. Use this minute. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your tongue. So much we use that tongue. Shake your shoulders. Shake your head. You can't think if you shake your head. Shake your throat, shake your heart. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake, 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 shake. Forget who's shaking. Continue shaking. Shake your heart. Shake your shoulders. Come on, shake it, shake it, shake it. Use it. Use this time. Shake anything that worries you. Anything that has been stuck in your body. Shake it. It's the time. You can release it now. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your mind. Shake, 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 shake. Keep going. The last few seconds. Shake, 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 shake. Become one big shake Keep shaking, keep shaking. Don't think. Don't think. Shake, 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 shake. Keep shaking, keep shaking. Use this time. Shake it all. Become the shake. Forget the shaker. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake it all out. You're going to slowly come back. Close your eyes. Allow the energy in your body to settle. Just watching. When you're ready, you can sit down and stay with the energy, stay with these feelings. It's just a 60-minute experience, just stay with it. We are multidimensional beings. We are so much more than our body and than our minds. Our essence transcends planes, dimensions. According to the Theta healing, there are 7 planes of existence. We are in the 3rd dimension, in the 3rd plane. We have structures of cells, master cells that create an ear or a leg or a knee or the bones. This is the 3rd dimension. This is the plane of animals, of humans. And then we have the 1st plane of existence, which is the plane of earth. This is the plane of minerals. And there is time in this plane, but it's a very long, long time. This is what grounds us. This is what gives us the support, the energy of the earth, the energy of the minerals. If we have a lack in this plane of existence, we might feel that we have a lack of support. Then we have the 2nd plane of existence, which is the plants. This is the energy of the trees. In this plane of existence, there is a different kind of energy. This is the energy of the vitamins. So it's a sparky energy. Then we have the 3rd dimension, which is where we are. Then we have the 4th plane of existence. The 4th plane is the energy of the ancestors. And you do not need to believe in karma, just believe that you all have parents and grandparents and great-grandparents, and they're all in our body representing in the DNA. So we are carrying that energy. And then we have the 5th plane of existence, or the 5th dimension. That is the energy of magic, where magic happens. This is the energy where ascended masters. This is the energy where collective consciousness, like the consciousness of Christ, or Buddha, or soul families. This is the energy where that energy, that elevated energy is the 5th plane. And then we have the 6th plane, which are the universal laws. The laws of attraction, the law of reaction, the law of tone, the law of electricity. There's thousands and thousands of laws that they work together to govern the existence and life. And then we have the 7th plane. The 7th plane is the energy of the ATP. The energy where there's no duality, the energy where it's all that is. That's the source of all energy. And all of these planes are represented in our body. And they're represented, the 1st plane with the minerals, the 2nd plane with the vitamins, the 3rd plane with the proteins, the 4th planes with the carbohydrates, the fifth planes with the lipids, the sixth planes, the universal laws with the nucleic acid, and the seventh plane is the ATP. So we are all carrying these planes in our body. And the next experience that you're going to have is I'm going to take you through all of these planes. I want you to really go deep and enjoy them and bring them to your body. Feel each plane in your body. Okay? Yep. Let's do it. So just close your eyes. Put your spine straight. Take a deep breath in. Just allow that energy to settle down. I want you to start feeling the soles of your feet, the floor that's below and underneath those soles. And with your imagination, I want you to go deep, transcending this layer, going deeper and deeper until you contact the concrete, the soil, the rocks. Allow yourself to drop in that energy of Mother Earth, that energy of support, the energy of the mother of all mothers. Feel that support in your body. See if you can feel those minerals in your body. Go deeper and deeper. Go into the center of Mother Earth. Allow that energy to bounce back to your body. Mother Earth is always giving us that energy. And it's the law of gravity that holds us here. Allow that energy to enter through your soles of your feet. Allow that energy to rise up through your legs, through your knees, through your thighs. Let that energy stay on your sexual organs. Feel that energy. Allow that energy to go through your spine, opening up all your psychic abilities, opening up your chakras, these energetic points in your body. And create a beautiful ball of light on top of your head. If you are intuitive enough, you can even feel the ball of light of everyone here today. I want you to put the image of your body inside this ball of light. And we're going to leave your physical body here in the third dimension. And we're going to travel up. We're going to leave this building, leave Miami, go up towards the sky, passing by the clouds, going into the darker sky. Go higher and higher. Imagine you're like a shooting star and you go out of the solar system. I want you to see a white light and you're going to go through it. And another white light. In fact, there's many different white lights. You're going to go through all these white lights and you're going to step into a golden light. This is the energy of the fifth dimension. the energy of angels, of archangels, of ascended masters, of the lipids. You have been here before. It feels familiar. Continue going higher and higher with your ball of light. If somebody has shown up, some figure, some color, just allow it to rise up with you. You're going to enter into a jelly-like substance that it feels like water. It has all the colors of the rainbow, and symbols and figures, things you haven't seen before. These are the universal laws. The law of attraction, the law of time, the law of tone, the law of nature. Keep going through all of these laws until you see a white, bright light. Go towards this white, bright light. And I want you to step into this white light. There's no more ball of light here. It's just you. And this white, iridescent light. This is the energy of the source, the energy of all that is. This is the place where instant healings happen. This is the place where miracles happen. This is the place of enlightenment, of an awakened DNA. Continue breathing deeply. And I want you to scan your body. See how all of these planes are reflected in your body. The minerals. How is the level of minerals in your body? The vitamins in your body. Just creating that awareness, creating that communication. See the presence of your genetic line, of your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, all within you. Take a deep breath in. And just like that, I want you to open the eyes. Don't let this energy go when you open your eyes. Keep the energy, hold it. Learn how to hold that energy within. So one of these important things that we're carrying within is the mitochondria. The mitochondria is this tiny structure that goes inside of the cells. And the interesting part is that it's passed from the mother to the baby. And it is said that it carries ancestral wisdom. These mitochondria, together with a lot of chemicals in the brain, when we're born, we don't receive them. Maybe our mother is in fear of having a baby, or maybe you didn't get the nutrition enough, or the chemicals, or the environment. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to that place. So you get to activate that. Okay? We're going to, I know this is the first time maybe some of you do it. I see some of my clients and friends here, so you have done this before with me. But if this is the first time, be gentle, trust the experience, and just allow the energy to take you there. So just go ahead and close your eyes. Feel that energy, the ATP, the energy of the enlightenment, the energy of all that is. Feel every cell of your body tingling. You can feel your whole body vibrating. I want you to focus on your heart. Inside the heart, there's a deep molecule, which is an eternal molecule. I want you to go deeper and start seeing a golden light in the center of your heart. Allow that energy to start expanding and expanding throughout your body. Every cell of your body is vibrating in that golden light. In this golden light, you're going to see a path, a golden path. And you're going to start walking through this path. As you walk through this golden path, you're going to start becoming smaller and smaller until you become tiny. And you're going to be in your mother's womb. I want you to look around. Maybe you're not alone. You feel the warmth of being here. I want you to ask yourself if you want to come to this planet Earth. Start recognizing little golden lights within every cell of your body. And inside these cells, there's another tiny structure with a golden light. Feel all of these cells, all of this golden light through all of your tiny body. Feel your spine and follow the spine until your brain. allow this awareness to reset your nervous system. Follow the golden light. I want you to start feeling how it comes through, the energy of the oxytocin, the serotonin, how it's being balanced within your brain. Just watching. With every breath, you are allowing this to be reset. Understand the journey of your soul, just feeling it in every cell of your body. Feel the warmth, the love, and in spite any story, allow yourself to receive unconditional love. I want you to feel it in every cell, in every bone. See how it feels, that unconditional love. Feel the nourishment of this love in every cell. Start seeing this golden light. Maybe you see it by the end, and I want you to follow that golden light. You can see the golden path again. And you're going to start walking this golden path. And as you walk this golden path, you're going to become bigger until your actual size. Bringing the awareness to your present body. Bringing the presence to here and now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So when we have our DNA activated and we start navigating within ourselves, we understand that those dormant parts of our DNA are activated with our own power. When we have our DNA activated, let's say enlightenment or DNA activated, we have a very rapid way of healing. The healing comes very fast, physically and emotionally. Talents and gifts that you are carrying start coming up. You start connecting with people in different ways. You start manifesting. This is where, and this is the place where you really manifest from this place. Your intuition. The intuition that has taken you through all of this journey, through all of the planes and back to the womb. That is the intuition. That is the intuition, the same one that's going to guide you through the whole day. So before we go to the questions, I'm gonna, if this is something that calls you, I invite you to take this next class that I'm teaching online this weekend. It's about learning to activate our DNA, learning to understand why things are happening and really taking control over them. Also understanding that we carry in our DNA vows and contracts and agreements not made by us, made by our ancestors. And it's important that we start clearing and clearing and clearing. So if you're interested, you can talk to me or just scan the QR code. And before we finish, I want to remind you that the wellness journey is not only about pursuing health, it's about remembering who we are. And today, when you leave these doors and you go out into the world again, remember that every breath you take, every thought you make, every choice you take, it's bringing you closer or further away of who you really are. I want to hear from you. Stay in your power, own your power, and I love you. Thank you. Thank you. So if anybody wants to share about the, you want to share? Yeah. I can't hear you, sorry. I can't hear you.
How does ego relate to all this as far as wanting to manifest, searching for answers, constantly looking? Is that more an ego-based or a soul-based quest?
Well, the ego is on the third dimension. It's part of who we are, and it's really not a bad thing. It's just help us navigate through life. But as soon as you start incorporating the whole other dimensions, you start talking to your higher self, and then talking to your other dimensions, other projections of you in other dimensions. So in order to manifest, an ego can manifest, definitely can manifest. But what I teach is always to manifest from a place of co-creation. Because when you were traveling through the laws, there's the law of attraction. It's very easy to manifest, really. It's really easy to manifest. We all manifest. But when you manifest from a really strong point of co-creation with existence, with the ATP, with an activated, then you are co-creating your life. You're not manifesting anymore. Yeah? Anybody? Yeah.
Hi, Sitara.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your teachings. Appreciate you. When I'm struggling, you mentioned during the meditation to be the observer. When I'm struggling to be the watcher of that observer, and I'm trying these techniques, what do you suggest?
To observe. To watch. It's so simple to watch, you know? Like watch who's thinking. When we were doing the shaking, like who's shaking? Like there's a mind there that says shake. That's all the point about meditation. Meditation is about being the watcher. Watch. And when you watch, you're creating that distance. And that's meditation, creating that distance, being the watcher. You're a great meditator.
Hi. So for some of us that can get into meditation easier than others, that's great, but what is your stance, or what can you speak to medicines that can alter consciousness to get us to that space, like ayahuasca or other forms that get us to that space perhaps a little easier or a little deeper, especially for those that are not seasoned in manifesting or our own consciousness? So the aid of medicines to get to that space.
I'm happy that you make this question. Do you remember when we were doing the journey through the planes of existence? So every plane of existence has a vibration. The second plane was the plants. So the medicine, the plant medicine, is based on the second dimension. There's not a better dimension than the others, and medicine women or medicine men that work with medicine, even normal, a common medicine, it comes from the second plane of existence. And it's a beautiful way to connect. You are just connecting through a different tool. It's like people, they connect through the fourth plane, which is the energy of ancestors or spirits, or the realm of the fifth dimension, which is angels. So it's just a different way to connect to the same place. So if you are good with meditation and you're able to connect with meditation, it's perfect because you're elevating your consciousness. And some people might need to do that through crystals, which is the first plane, or through medicine. So it's all taking you to the same place in different ways.
I want to thank you, Sitara, because I did several times this technique. I did reincarnation technique for more than 40 years ago, and I saw myself, my real self, very, very in the beginning of my existence, and I understood I have a big inside in myself of my disincarnation like a never. So thank you so much for this experience.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Did anybody went into the womb and want to share their experience? Did anybody saw themselves in the womb? Yeah? Ellie? Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Did anybody had a bad experience in the womb in this meditation? You did? Yeah. Yeah, because there's a lot of things that we carry, you know, within when we're being created. You have a question?
Yes. Thank you again for all that you do.
Thank you, my love.
Okay, DNA, epigenetics. Can you explain your thought process or your take or your learnings on, can we downregulate and upregulate? So you're born with a genetic disposition, so therefore I'm doomed. We've got the blah, blah, blah in our family. Versus we're going to download that and upload the healthier. Am I making any sense?
100%.
Okay.
So it's interesting, this question, because it's like if your parents have cancer, what is the chance that you have cancer? You know, that's more or less what you're asking, like, how are we carrying this, right? And epigenetics is the study of how environment is influencing that DNA. Like before, they think that everything is stuck. Like, oh, if your father and your great-grandfather had cancer and it's in my lineage, I'm gonna have it. And of course you can have it if three things happen. One is that you have the same beliefs that all of your ancestors had. So that's a big one. The other one is the environment that you are. You know, if you're in an environment where there's a lot of pollution, or you're eating bad, or you're creating the same environment that those, you know, a person's had that. So you're creating the same environment for it to happen. And then the third one, it's your disposition for it. It's like how, like you were saying, like downgrading or upgrading, how much are you willing to change that? And you can do that by changing your beliefs, changing your environments. We have the power within us, not because you have in your line. And this is the epigenetics, it's a very young, it's very new, the study. And it's very interesting because what the science is admitting that the 70% of the dormant DNA can be active. And it's very interesting, I heard one of the masters said that it's through love and fear. So the more love you carry, the more unconditional love, you know that energy when you're going out and then you're vibrating and your whole body's there, that is the energy of healing. I don't know if you remember in the meditation, I say this is the energy of instant healing. Instant healings are happening all the time. Miracles are happening all the time. But if we hold our vibration low, then we're creating the environment for that to happen.
Thank you.
Anybody else wants to share? Yeah.
Thank you for that meditation. It was so good that I don't exactly remember it all. And that's the thing that I always wonder is, am I getting your meditation direction or am I scared to go there? That's my question.
That's a good question. Okay, no, don't return the mic. I have a question for you, Beck. So what are you scared of?
I don't, like maybe something about the womb in the past. I'm not too sure, but like I do meditate a lot, but I do feel like I wasn't completely present with what you were saying. But at the same time, like I almost fell in my chair, so I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
Were you able to reach to the womb?
yes, I got to the womb. I remember that part.
Okay.
And then
So
I don't remember, so I'm just wondering if there might be some fear in there.
yeah, no. It's important. That's why I ask you, because when you're in the womb, you're really connected there, and you don't know what happened there. Probably there's that. I'm just assuming, or just getting things that I'm channeling right now. But let's say that you were in the womb and you were not really connected to your mother or their energy, and that holds you back. And maybe that's an energy that you were carrying through your whole life. It's like, you know what? The moment that I need to connect, I hold back.
I back up.
Yep.
And there's something else coming up, my creativity. There's something with my mother wound that is blocking my creativity.
Yeah, because mother is creation. The womb is creation. It's the biggest creation there is. So
I'm intuitive, so this really helps because like I can pick up and read people and stuff, but it's really hard for me to get into my own energy and read me. It's
Yeah.
almost impossible.
well, if you're interested, this next weekend, it's a really good program. You can see what the videos of people that have taken the class. And if you are an expert on this, it's a certification, so you can start using this certification with others.
Thank you. I was definitely felt like a minute, so it was very
Yeah.
good meditation.
Thank you.
So just a quick share, I've done the womb meditation before and many times I felt scared. So when I first got there, I was like, I want to get out of here. And it was like, when you said, are you ready to go out or something like that? And then you mentioned the light and then I felt completely different. Like I'm giving myself this and maybe I didn't have at that time. And like you always say, we have that power to give ourselves what we didn't receive before. So thank you. My state completely changed after that, and I felt happy inside the womb. So thank you.
Yes, thank you for sharing, Vero. It's very important because most of all, we didn't have all the information, let's call it information or codes or nutrition that we needed to have. Like I'll share my experience in the womb. I always had a great anxiety for food, and I didn't understand where that came from. And when I went to the womb and I started healing, I started seeing that my mom was not feeding me enough. Funny enough, she was Miss Universe. And then I asked her, like, Mom, what were you eating when, I was in the womb? And she's like, she was very proud about this. I only ate Doritos and Diet Coke. Doritos and Diet Coke. This is what I ate. So imagine me as a baby, as this baby in creation, not getting food. So that developed into my my old age right now, like, okay, I need to heal this because this is where it comes from. For me, it's really nice to understand where things come from, so when we acknowledge them, we can integrate them. So like your fear, might be projecting in other areas of your life, but it comes from there. And then if you believe in past lives, some of the things with my clients that I work, if you have a feeling in the womb and that you're still carrying it in the womb, then maybe we need to go a little bit further because it's something that you already bring from other life. But that's another thing. Any other more questions? Anybody wants to share? That's it? Okay. One more question.
Is it possible to go into my mom's womb, like my mom's womb in the meditation? Because that's where I kind of ended up going to understand how she was birthed and her trauma being birthed, how it affected me.
Yes, you can. You can. Like if you are the daughter and you're going back, you can go to the wombs, yes.
That's what I felt during the meditation. I was able to understand the reasons of things that happened from her trauma being birthed.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so again, thank you so much for coming, for spending this time with me, for sharing your presence, your essence. Remember to own your power, to stay truth, and I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you.